What's up, YouTube? DMP the Gamer here. We're back on this Hell Let Loose. I'll show you how to be a commander real quick. Just the basics, you know. So, open up the map. Here are your abilities. Everyone's controls are a little different, so I don't know if you're on PC, you just bear with me. But down here you'll see it says commander abilities. So you press that and then go over and you can use all these abilities. Like in my last video, I told you about the manpower, the munitions, and the fuel, right? You also have these things here that show you can generate fuel. You can generate munitions to get more of those. As you can see, it's 860 all the way across. They're capping right now. There's another guy on the other team, but it's all cool. I'm gonna try to get this video done real quick before this match ends. So if I had nodes right now, these would be generating a lot faster because you see plus 30 every minute. It would be more. It would be an add 10 to each of those depending on how many nodes I have. If I had all the nodes that could be built, which is 3 set each, like I would have a plus 60, a plus 60, a plus 60 up there. All right, that would mean 3 engineers that have built me nodes of each node. That's what that would be. So I could have, like, if this was an actual regular match, I could have used that reinforced to slow down that attack from the enemy. But I would need teammates. I would need some of my team to be in that circle for it to actually enforce the reinforce. I could encourage. That would bring me some more nodes to that would generate faster. It shows you over here in the bottom right what they do as well. So if you just take your time out and read, see, I could drop an airhead back here for the team. Here in this situation, I would get all my guys to start defending because we're messed up right now. But I could do a airhead here, and then oh wait, that might have been a spot where you can't place it. There's certain places that you can't place an airhead. It'll let you know. See, it says up there, can't place here, can't place here. I could place one there. Probably like, let's say drop supplies with the airhead. It's in the open though, but just giving you a idea of everything. There's a recon plane. You could drop a recon plane to see where everyone's at, stuff like that. Um, Here are your vehicles. This is how you get say your armor squad. They ask for heavy. You got a panther here. You got a tiger. Which one do you want? I'll just drop a tiger. Say they wanted a tiger. So I'll go here, get a tiger. Which one? Where are they gonna be at? They say they're at bottom HQ. Drop it in bottom HQ. All right. Here's a supply truck. I can get a supply truck. Place it up here with me. Now what I could do is get in this supply truck, right? As that airhead's going down, I would most likely have another officer spawn on that airhead with those supplies. Build a garrison right there. This is gonna be a little bit part of the um, strategic videos as well. So basically, if it was me, I would already have a garrison back here for our defenders and everything. Also with HQ, bottom HQ down there. Hopefully it'll be good. So what I would do, I would drive, say right here, somewhere behind the lines. And what I'm doing here is a pincer attack. So basically, what a pincer attack is, you have your men fighting on the front here, on one front, but then you have guys in their flanks. Probably have the recon surveying the area or something. I just dropped that recon plane over everything, so I would have saw a good amount of what was going on back here. So it would kind of dictate where I'll actually put this. But right now we're in a low populated server, so anywhere up to this northwest region is fine. So say I drop it right here, right? I drop it right here. I would get us a Gary up here, and now we have a pincer attack going on. So we got our guys holding this area, and then we got we got attackers that can move in from here and here at these angles. So we'll be right there on their flanks, right behind them on the northwest and the southwest side while they're pushing our defensive point. Hopefully we'll get in. I'll probably, depending on if I get my recon team, probably like shoot a flare up, let me know where they're at. I'll probably hit a bomb run somewhere in this area, or maybe even on the point to clear the point so the guys hitting the flank, they could get in a little safer. So I drop that in. As the bomb run drops in, all our guys would start moving in. And yeah, that's just pincer attack. Another thing that I mostly do, but it's definitely whenever we got more things capped up. So like, say we have medical station or hill 314, we have those capped up. If we had those capped right now, what I would do is a shield. So this is it's pretty simple. Instead of everyone worrying about the attack, because you really just need hill 314 anyways. Like in warfare, that's the thing, you only need the middle point to win the match. You get all of it, it's cool, that's a dub as well, you get a win either way. So with that, I would have Gary on hill 314. I would have I would have a Gary up here, maybe a backup garrison, kind of like the one I have here, and then maybe a forward garrison up somewhere around medical aid station, but still close enough to 314. And then I have another one up here to cover this north side. Even though on hill 314 it's a big hill, you can't really get up it like that. You kind of have to go around. But just any map really though, any other map, you probably would be able to get around right there. So just say, for instance, we're on a different map. So we have a garrison there, a garrison on hill 314, this backup garrison where I'm at. All right, so we'll be defending around hill 314. The shield is it's like just connecting the dots here. There really would be a southern where it was open in the south right there. Probably most of the action for our defenders. That and the north side, they would have to drop an airhead probably in that situation to even get into the point at that point. I'll probably throw in maybe 2-3 squads hitting an attack to put some pressure on the offensive point that we're trying to attack. We take it, cool. We move on to the next, and then we'll build up a shield from there. And we'll just keep building shields. Because I'm more of a defensive type of commander when it comes to being command. I'd rather take the middle point, secure that point, defend it as long as possible, have a few guys pushing up on the next point. But at the end of the day, as long as we got that middle point, I'm happy. We get the dub. Most of the time, it doesn't work out that way because you got other officers pushing ahead. Some people don't listen, which is cool. It still works out and benefits. I've have had a good, I would say, a good record when I'm at command. I haven't lost too many matches. So the people that are aggressive on my teams, I'll let them do their thing. But I do try to keep a good amount of guys back on the defensive point because it's all about counterattacks when it comes to warfare. Offense is a whole different ball game. And here's offensive, so I can show you real quick. Let's see. We're probably what were you defending, attacking? What is this? I forgot what it said. It said I think it said U.S. offensive. So all right, with the U.S. it's a little difficult with the U.S. So say we're on right here, especially with this being one of the beaches, Utah or Omaha. It's always crazy because everyone's just getting shot at the beach. Most guys uh just keep them pushing the main point, but get your recon guys somewhere along the north or south of the beach. Try to get an area, uh, um, clear it out, get a garrison to the north or south. That's your best bet. When you get enough manpower, probably drop an airhead somewhere in the back, take that first point, and then go on from there. Because that's the main thing with the beach maps. It's just getting that first point sometimes can be hectic because you're out in the open at the beach. Utah isn't too bad because the beach is smaller. Omaha is really bad at times, but most of the time the first point is on the beach, so it helps. And then you get your HQs whenever you take the first point. So you pretty much can spawn from everywhere then. But right now, everyone's just spawning in the Higgins boats, getting on the beach here. But there, you start with the supply truck and those tanks right there. But if this was a fully populated, those aren't getting off that beach. Someone's gonna blow that up before you even can probably set foot in them. So your best bet is just keep pushing, have your troops and infantry push in as much as they can, and like I said, get a recon or some type of squad to go north or south, drop some supplies for them, build a garrison along the beach somewhere. I think you can go one sector back. So as you can see the alphabet up there, you'll be able to probably drop a supply drop in H and then build a Gary there in the H sector. And then you'll be behind them. But that's about it for offensive. It's about the same most of the time, but other maps it's a little easier to cap the first point. But it's really just getting over that first hump, and then going from there is just being aggressive and finding a way to flank them. And that pincer movement, that tactic, pretty much will get you far enough in offensive to take back all those points that you are attacking. So always just hit them both sides, get a pincer attack going in. One of those forces, whichever one you have on the pincer attack, is going to finally break through because it's an offensive, so you're not defending, you're not too much worried. But when you're defending, I will say this: sometimes the best defense is offense. So if they do start pushing into your area, start taking out some of your garrisons, when you are attacking and their defense is being a little aggressive on you, it can get a little frustrating whenever you start seeing your garrisons go down. So just be mindful of that. Um, Other than that, it's pretty much just your preference, you know. I'm more of a defensive type of commander, so I probably wouldn't even go command in this situation. But I've done it before, made it work out. But I'm more of a warfare type of commander if I ever want to go command, or at least be on the defensive side if I'm doing offensive. The best thing whenever you're doing defensive on offensive is get engineers immediately to start building nodes, but that's on every game mode, and then also get them supply trucks so they can start building up one of the points, uh, one of the defensive points with a bunch of defenses. So, yeah, that's that's the main thing. I do that on warfare a little bit too. Whenever I do the shield, I try to get some guys to build up some type of defenses at the central point, because that's the main point that wins you the match in warfare. That's the main point. But that's all for now. As always, DMP the Gamer out. Peace.